Hello everyone, my name is Andre and today we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, this time episode 15, Duel of Fates. Again, following up on last episode, I do apologize for the mental breakdown that I had. I really don't have many excuses for that one. I was indeed trying to avoid something like that, but alas, it did happen. So I do apologize for that, but no, yeah, it's just pissed me off. So I'm going to try to keep these episodes and not like freak out. Hopefully, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, let's leave it at that. Guys, as always, please don't forget to support Little Kuriboh. Links are in the description below, and if you don't mind, and if you do enjoy what you're watching, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. It really helps a lot the channel, and we are still on going and growing and stronger than ever, so please do not forget to do that. It really helps a lot. So, without any further ado, I think let's begin, shall we? Also, don't forget to follow me on social media at AndreRosaYT. On Instagram and Twitter. It really is like great, so please don't forget to go there and follow me. I do post regularly, so let's begin, shall we? I think it's a good time. A long time ago, on an island far, far away, through card games. It's so demonetized. Episode 15, Duel of Fates. No, you are not going to scroll through the initial crawl. It's a period of civil war. Yu-Gi-Oh, having lost the children's card game, has gone all emo. Meanwhile, Seto Kaiba has infiltrated Pegasus Castle again, in a desperate attempt to rescue his far more appealing younger brother. Unbeknownst to either of them, George Lucas is planning a super special awesome edition of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they'll both be replaced by dancing CGI monkeys. Yes! In America!
Since he lost to Kaiba. Yug, answer me. How many fingers am I holding up? That's right, 0. Man, you're good at this game. Let's play something else. Check his pulse, Joey. Listen, Yug, I lost the card game to Kaiba too. But I didn't get all mopey about it, even when I started having these really erotic dreams about him. I mean, I was in a dog suit and everything. Wait a minute, have you been having dream sex with Kaiba behind my back? Answer me, you two-timing bastard. Oh, please, who hasn't had dream sex with Kaiba? Look, everyone, it's Skankity Slut. Actually, my name's My Valentine. That's what I said, Skankity Slut.
Yeah.
I heard Yugi had lost his will to live. That is such a turn-on for me. I just love men. I'm sick of you flirting with my future husband. It's time we settled this like real women. Woohoo! Cat fight. No, not
with
like
a children's card game?
Wrestling? No. Naked pillow fight? No. Embroidery contest? What? My Skankentine, I challenge you to a card game. And what's more, I'm gonna beat your bleach blonde butt right back to Boobyland. A woman winning a card game. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Didn't she beat you in the second episode? Do you want to go back in the box? Please don't send me back there. Which of my painfully adorable monsters should I use first? Whatever you do, Taya, don't look directly at a cleavage. It's like a black hole. You'll get sucked in. Face it, kid. You don't stand a chance against me. You're just a cheerleader who stumbled her way into the big leagues. If I were you, I'd quit right now. I won't give up. I'm going to beat you, Mai. And when I do, it'll prove that women are equal to men. I'm serious.
Although it is a joke, and we all know it's a joke, nowadays you get cancelled for that shit. Am I going to get cancelled for laughing at it? I wonder. Shit. Well, we had a good run. Almost a year. Almost 150 subscribers in a year. We had a good run, I guess. Goodbye, everyone.
I
Hashtag
summoned
cancelled.
Shining Friendship. It symbolizes the bond I share with my friends. That's why it's so small and
Yes.
fragile. It has Joey's courage, Tristan's spirit, and Yugi's heart. Aren't you forgetting someone? Who's that? You know, long white hair, flashing good looks, slightest hint of an accent. Pegasus? Me, you
Wow. Yes. I was thinking, because he's not saying Bakura, it's clearly like he's describing someone who looks similar. I was like wondering who it is. And yeah,
Hey, stop
Pegasus.
groping my Yugi muffin. Bugger off. You had your chance. Go, Harpy Lady. Destroy Shining Friendship. Nothing can destroy friendship. It's the most powerful force in the universe. It's even stronger than Chuck Norris. Blasphemy.
These are the worst
Shit.
stickers I've ever seen.
I surrender. My breasts can't withstand another friendship speech. Victory is mine. This duel has given me newfound inspiration. After all, if someone as worthless as Taya can win a card game, this tournament should be a piece
Oh
of
shit.
Pegasus's castle. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be
Why is
cautious.
my going in?
Attention, duelists. You guys are not duelists. I'll need to see your identification.
Me love you long time? You don't need to
Punch
see their
him in the face.
identification.
I don't need to see their identification.
These aren't the breasts you're looking for.
These aren't the breasts I'm looking for.
Move along.
My hair is in love.
Of course.
Rejected.
Wait, come back. My hair wants to
Whoa.
marry you. Ow, my hair.
Come on, gang. Let's go rescue that old man who lives in my basement and eats all my
Gang,
food.
since when does
Bandit
mice
Keith,
can
you
contain?
no good son of a bitch. This is for trapping me inside a cave with Bakura.
You punch like somebody who isn't American.
How come you're so strong and agile?
I modeled myself after the greatest American hero of all time, Hulk Hogan.
Look, Kaiba's dueling Pegasus. But they're both villains. Who are we supposed to root for? Well, Pegasus did kidnap my grandpa, but Kaiba cheated in a card game, and that's unforgivable.
The circle is now
Of
complete.
course.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of card games, Kaiba boy.
What's with all the Star Trek quotes?
I activate the magical Toon
Nice.
World.
A grown man who watches cartoons. That's almost as insane as a grown man playing a children's card game.
Toon World allows me
Yeah.
to change your monsters into cheap imitations.
guess.
It's rather like what 4Kids did to this show. Come forth,
shit.
Blue Eyes Toon Dragon.
That's no toon. That's a space station. No, wait, you're right. It's a toon.
Help me, Mokuba. You're my only hope.
Use the force, big brother. Hey, Kaiba, try threatening to kill yourself. That usually works. Only this time, really do it.
I'm placing all my faith in this one card. And my faith rewards me with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now it's time for the ultimate cartoon showdown. Japanese animation versus American animation. Hey, you can't use that word. It belongs to America. Only Americans are allowed to shut the fuck up.
Oh shit. Yeah, well.
You forgot one important detail, Kaiba boy. Japanese cartoons tend to be a lot slower than their American counterparts.
His dragon dodged my attack. I haven't been this disappointed since I saw Rain of Fire.
Now I'm going to remove your soul from your body, leaving you a shell of your former self.
Shit.
From now on, you'll just stand around with a blank look on your face all the time. So you
So
probably
it's
won't
just-
notice any difference. Ooh,
Yeah.
totally burned you.
Man, that duel was really boring. It was like waiting for Little Kuriboh to make a new video.
Let's complain about
Oh
it.
shit, well. I think I just jumped a shot.
Next
Probably.
week on Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, my hair is your father.
I am.
That's
Oh, the. Well, I guess that's true.
That's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
You know it to be true.
No.
Ding 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 ding.
Let's see.
Dum dum bum bum bam bum 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 bum.
This episode was a bit slow for me. So let's divide this in the abridged version and then the episode itself. So the abridged version kind of felt a bit pointless in my opinion. The jokes were fine, but I feel like it lacked some of the cleverness that we have seen in some other episodes, in my opinion. So there was kind of like, I felt like it wasn't as strong and the jokes weren't as good as last episode. So there's that. Episode wise, it just feels so weak. This episode felt like pointless filler episode. Let's be honest, and I get what the show was trying to do. By doing this to Kaiba, by making Kaiba lose, its objective was to show that, because Kaiba is a strong opponent, and I'm going to say strong in quotations because the only reason why he ever won a duel that we have seen in this version, at the very least, the only reason why he won a duel is because he cheated. So having that considered, Kaiba doesn't strike as a strong opponent. He won against Joey, but who cares? But he defeated Yugi by using underhanded, ways. So he cheated on it, and it kind of feels like his reputation. For me, the way I see Kaiba, he seems like a weak duelist, in my opinion. He seems like very easy to defeat. He doesn't seem like he has any strategy. He doesn't seem like he has any real strength at the game. Because again, all we have seen Kaiba do is lose basically, and the one time he won wasn't against a particularly strong duelist as well. So Kaiba's victory feels actually, instead of making Kaiba look strong and scary, actually makes him look weak and pointless as a rival. So when this happens, when he's defeated here, you're like, well, yeah. Like, there was no shred of doubt in my mind that Kaiba was going to lose against Maximilian Pegasus. Not only that, Kaiba's defeat is an attempt to higher the stakes for Yugi, which makes no sense because Yugi has no reason whatsoever to actually care about Kaiba. He has no reason whatsoever to care about Kaiba. So all of that put together, in my opinion, it feels so unnecessary. This episode could have not existed, and it feels like, to me, the show would have remained exactly the same. The episode feels pointless. The duel between Mai and Tia was, I guess, so just people stopped complaining about Tia never doing anything useful. It seems so pointless, right? In my opinion, that I don't know. I didn't really enjoy this one. It's hard to really know if this is actually doing as poorly as I make it seem, because again, I'm not watching the original version, so I cannot really criticize it on that aspect. But again, a good rival, in my opinion, it's kind of like Gary from Pokemon. So Gary from Pokemon was an antagonist. He teased Ash, right? And the older Gary got, he actually became more and more like Professor Oak. But in the beginning of the show, and in the beginning, and up until like the Indigo League, Pokemon League. So just the Indigo, up until the Indigo League, right? Gary was always on top. He always had more badges than Ash. His Pokemon were always more leveled up and stronger than Ash. And he had a fan club because, he was the favorite from Palette. Ash was the underdog. Ash lost. And from all of these types of shows, Pokemon is the only one who has actually the balls to have the main character lose so many fucking times. Ash, up until now, has won one Pokemon League, which is one that I did not watch, which is the Alolan League. And he also won the Orange Islands League, but that's not considered like a super official league. He does have that trophy, but Ash has actually managed to go pretty high on the rankings, but he's never really won a Pokemon League. And we don't think less of him because of that. Like, if Ash always won, him actually winning would not be such a big deal, but I remember when he finally won a league, like there were news articles about that shit. Like after 20 years, Ash from Pokemon finally won a Pokemon League. Like it's a big deal when he actually manages to pull through with the strength and all that good stuff. So I've always, and again, to add to my argument, again, Gary worked as an antagonist because by teasing Ash would make Ash want to work harder, and Ash knew that he had a lot to live up to. So if he wanted to defeat Gary, he needed to really work at it. Unfortunately, we never got the Ash v Gary in the league, which would have been the time to defeat Gary, but Ash was not the one to defeat Gary, which, you know, Pokemon, unfortunately, Pokemon, the only good thing about Pokemon, besides the quirky, fun characters, is indeed the fact that Ash never wins, so it kind of keeps you wondering what's going to happen in the league. So is this finally the one in which, because by making Ash lose, you don't really know what's going to happen next, because that one might be the one. If he's always winning, you have the protagonist plot armor that ensures a victory, but if he's always losing, you never know when the protagonist's victory time actually comes by, so it actually is more surprising. It keeps you guessing. That's the one thing that Pokemon did well. In my opinion, it is such a shame that Pokemon, which has such great lore, does not have an anime version of itself, more for young adults and older teenagers, in which is more about exploring the worlds and the legends and catching the legendary Pokemon and fighting the evil teams in a more serious demeanor. I've always felt that when Ash went to Unova and Team Rocket had the color palette change, Jesse James and Meowth had the color palette change and all that good stuff, I actually thought that that would mean that the show was going to a more serious matter. And as much as I don't like Unova because Brock was left the show, so I don't really like it because of that. That show, that season, that time was the only time in which Team Rocket actually felt like a threat for the heroes. They actually attempted to capture legendary Pokemon. They actually managed to almost get Tornado, Thundurus, and Landorus. So there was actual stakes, and Team Rocket was actually doing stuff. They had Meowth infiltrate both Team Plasma and the heroes. They did a lot of stuff, and it felt like it was a jump on the right direction. Then they just regressed, but whatever. It's their decision. But it's a shame that they don't do this both in the games and on the show. But again, the few things that make Pokemon work is usually, the rivalship between the characters, because it does make Ash want to become stronger and defeat those guys and, kind of show them that they are wrong in whatever philosophy they have about Pokemon. And there's a lot of stuff there, in my opinion. Yeah. So, I didn't really enjoy this one, but, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments below if you liked this episode or not. And let's keep the discussion going. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!